What do you think of the wheelchair article? I saw the wheelchair article.
You saw
also.
the wheelchair.
I saw the wheelchair article.
Okay, actually, let me be frank.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you want to record, so I don't mind. Okay, let me be frank, because I have a lot of person with disabilities. Most of them, they wearing wheelchair. Okay, they are very happy that the government has set up an accessible area where they can move around from one place to another, and also the public transportation has built up space for PWDs to in. But the big problem we are facing right now is okay, let me be frank, senior citizens, they come with a very big, huge, what they call wheelchair.
Okay.
Okay. So what happened is right now, so when you put a PWDs, each PWDs, whenever they board a bus, they are very careful and disciplined, because they know their condition. They know when they go up to the bus, they have to avoid the peak period. Then secondly, they want to be independently. Of course, the bus drivers help them and move some. So their wheelchair are small, and some electrical one are quite small. But the big issue is the big one. The big one because I seen my own eyes. I seen people complain to me too, and they say, Shariff, you should bring up this matter. I said, I mean, everybody have to bring up, not me. Is the wheelchair is quite huge, and it blocks people way, and that make commuters feel angry. Some of commuters understand, but some commuters say, for example, I'm going to work, and this big thing come into hard for to walk around. So that is the thing that the issue that we have.
Cause some unhappiness.
The cause the happiness. Then because of one, it affected the rest.
The other issue that the article talk about, right, which is I feel is the mindset of the person with disability. You know, of course we are all not saints. We have feelings and we have emotions, and sometimes we feel like because the bus driver has to stop, has to come out of the seat, driver's seat, open the ramp and the slope, right?
Yes.
Then come and serve you to help you get up the bus, and they feel bad about it. It's honestly, it's not something that I have thought of as a commuter. I'll be very honest.
Okay.
And I also recognize that maybe because I was not in a hurry.
I
was not in a hurry when I met into people with disability who had to get on the bus. But I appreciate that there are thoughts like that they feel that they are... sorry, I shouldn't say I appreciate. I empathize that there are thoughts like that. I think it's very kind of them to think that they are... to think of other people.
Yes.
Because our society, right? For our society to be good, it depends on all the individual to think good and constructive thoughts. And to think for each other also, right?
Yes.
If everybody has a self-centered kind of thinking, right, then the society will be a very difficult place to be in. Correct. How was your Hari Raya?
Oh, okay. Hari Raya is quite how to say that? It's like a peak period, and fasting month just over. If I got my training, I got my competition coming soon, and affected a lot of things. So somehow I just shifted to my new home. So what did was friends were asking me, "Hey Shariff, when are you going to do your open house and so on?" I said, "Open house? I stay in Yishun. I never do any open house. Anybody can come in, but I mean, of course, a new place, everybody wants to join, relative and so on. But I told them not this year. This year is quite a bit of a hurry because of the what they call the Gold Coast Marathon, which I'll be participating in the first week of July.
Okay.
So the training need to really focus. Even the fasting month, I fast, but I do my training. So no Hari Raya celebration for this year.
Okay. Amongst your family, this is the first Raya that is back to nearly normal, right?
Yeah.
What's the sentiment with your friends and family like?
Oh yes, I'm quite happy. The most important that we managed to visit on the first and second day, visit closest relative, their seniors, and they talk about it. They They said 2 years they feel like a prison, staying far away, and now it's a bless that everybody reunion, and also they careful. What they did was there is an open house from morning right to night, but they careful. They said only certain numbers allowed to come in. Then once finished, another group come in. That is
Stagger
something.
the crowd lah.
Then I noticed that my relative, most of them wearing masks. That is something very good. And instead of shaking hand, we did the holding the chest. I think something people learn. Yeah, even the seniors are learning. Yes.
Yeah, and it's good for them also.
Yeah, no hugging.
Protect them.
The good thing, I wanted to hug my one of my senior. Said no hug.
Talking about the Malay Muslim community, one of the words or phrase that you all use that I like a lot is you all talk about God willing. Right?
Yes.
When something happen, if God willing, then we accept it in our life.
Yes, correct.
We embrace it. And I think the reason why we are seated here today for this chat is also, to me, it's my own version of like God willing as well.
Yes, correct.
I know I was at home, I was doing my work, winding down my day. There was a knock on the door. I opened the door and it was the RC, right? The RC. And it's not the first time the RC has visited. The last time Prof visited, there was a photographer. And we took a photo.
Okay.
And I was surprised that afterwards, there was a nice photo with a nice frame, a nice like cardboard frame that was sent to my place.
Wow,
I still have it. So God willing that all these things sometimes happen in your life, right?
Yes.
And and we are here,
correct,
having this chat. For you as a Muslim, what does the phrase God willing means for you?
God willing means I leave everything to God. Like the word in Islam they call inshallah. Inshallah means we leave everything to God. We have to believe in our God. But of course, when you believe, you need to work for it. Like some friends was telling me, hey Sharif, do you want to run these marathons? How do you prepare? Like for me, usually I will set my intention. Just set my intention. Then after that, I pray to God. Pray to God, please assist me. The God said, okay. The God will tell you, okay, whatever you want, you just tell me. I can give it to you. Whether I can give it or not, maybe today, not today, tomorrow. Not tomorrow, probably next year. So it's our duty as a Muslim. We have to work for it lah. If you choose the wrong way, then the wrong way. If you choose the good way, then the good way will come to you. The more good way will come to you. Yes.
So if you have not so good intention, right? And you tell that to God, then what will happen?
It will give it to you.
Okay.
It will give it to you, but after that, there will be things that how to say it, something like it will come back to you.
So there will be
something like
consequences.
Yes,
consequence will come
then
back.
After that, when you pass on, then when you return to God, but of course there's a punishment and so on.
The judgment day kind of thing.
I happened to me. I did that. I mean, what I did was a lie. Okay, let me be share with you.
Okay.
When I was born without a left foot then after that I got a prosthetic leg, and when I want to go and find a job, my first job, I want to find a job. It's quite tough because as a Muslim, Tisha says, Sharif, whenever you want to find, you need to be honest, tell the truth and so on. But I went for interview, I tell them the truth. I say I'm a person with disability, I'm wearing a prosthetic leg, and the company did not want to accept me. So what I did was I go back home, I have to find a way how to solve the job. I want to work, I want to think for my future, family and so on. So what I did, I told a lie. I start to wear long pants, cover my disability. I went for the interview and I tell them, and the manager asked me, do you have any physical challenge? I said, no, I'm fit and strong. Then I work.
So they found out?
They found out only after I become a Blade Runner.
Oh, okay.
I mean, after couple of years and years after my amputation, they only find out in the year 2009. Just imagine.
So when do you start work?
I started work in 1984.
So you managed to hide the fact for like nearly 25 years.
I've been hiding my fact. I do not want people to know about my disability condition. So what I did was I worked as a golf caddy. Then I changed my job. All kinds of job I work from a security officer, then a bouncer, work as a cleaner in the airport, and none of my employer know about my condition. I just work. I got my CPF. I bought a house. I got married. Everything must be very quiet. Don't want people to know about my condition until in the year December 2008, where there's a skin infection on my stump area. So I got amputated. I almost want to attempt suicide, and I was inspired by world's amputee is Pistorius. He ran with a prosthetic blades, and that's where I come in. I come in early 2009. I went to Yishun Stadium. I go for my run. I start to wear short span, and people recognize, and that's where media came in. They were curious to see an amputee or person with disability doing sports.
Working out very hard.
Working hard. So they want to know why. Why are you doing this? What happened to you? That's where the story come in, and that's where people read the news. Employers start to read news and so on, and they meet me. Sometimes we bumping into them outside and say, "Hey, Shariff, I know you. Last time you used to work at my place. Didn't know you are person." I told him, I said, "Boss, if I tell you that I am a person with disability, will you offer me a job?" I don't think so. But he is happy because I managed to bought a house. I'm married. I got 3 beautiful grown-up children. Yeah.
During all those years of you hiding your disability, right, and going to work for so many years, 20 over years, right, was there a lot of anxiety during work and in your life? The fear that people will find out?
Yes. What I did was the word FEAR. Yes, is it really happened on me. Okay, example. Let me share with you one experience. I was at Changi Airport, Terminal 1, and I was doing a cleaner job. So my part of my job is to put up staging and need to climb up to clean the window. And this supervisor come to me, "Hey, Shariff, what happened to you? You walk like limping and so." Oh, yes. I have to tell a lie. I say, "Oh, I play soccer. Soccer. Hit my leg into the goalpost." And he said, "Oh, okay." Then I went up. I be confident myself. I went up to the stage. I fixed the stage. Yeah. Then I do my job as a cleaning. But of course, I believe that there are people who notice. There are people notice. But what employers knows is that you can do the job. If you can do the job, forget about your other condition.
You know, in life, right, recently there's this big hoo-ha about the law students who cheated in their bar exams. And everybody came down hard on them, right? Say, you are supposed to be lawyers, you all are cheating in the bar exams. You know, what's this judge talking about? You know, what do you mean by don't put their name out? Make sure their names are out. We know who are they, blah, blah, their name got out. And some of them, after studying for so hard and so long, you know, they have decided to withdraw the application to become a lawyer. It's very unfortunate. But I think the fact is that all of us, right, at one point or another, right, in our life, right, we probably have told a lie before.
Yes.
For sure.
Correct.
Even when you were a young child, you're lying to your father, mother about something, you know, probably told a lie before. Thinking back about your situation, right? I mean, obviously, the lie is for intention, right? It's to get a job.
Yes.
It's the FEAR of losing your job.
Correct.
And losing your job means your livelihood, your bread and butter and all. So when looking back, right, if do you think there is a better way to deal with it? Because like you said, you met your supervisor and you asked, if I had told you the truth, then would you have given me the job? How do you think there's a better way to do it if you go back in time?
Okay, those days a bit of tough, where the supporting for a person with disabilities is quite a bit hard lah. But now when you come back to now we have this program from the they call it abled. They got some program from organizations. They're helping person with disabilities, getting them more jobs, getting any kind of job that you want to, you can go in. Even I think I saw someone in the army. Army, they are probably they are doing admin, but because of their educations are well, so I think now is much better. So now when of course when you go for interview, you tell lie, of course lie, not now. I mean, previous those past is a bit difficult. So everybody wants to find something. Just imagine if I don't tell lie, that period of time, what happened to me now? Yeah. Honestly, I might be on the street, or maybe, not sure really what happened.
How do you look back at how your life has progressed from stage to stage, right? All these chapters in your life, and applying the term God willing in your different stages.
What I did was, in the past, I put as a learning journey, a learning experience. I always tell myself, whatever from the past, any mistakes, anything that I learned, is all a journey. Then I forget, close my diary, and I open a new diary. Like what I do was, I have goals. Okay, I have a daily goal, I have a weekly goal, I have a monthly goals, I got the yearly goals, and I always ask myself, ask my students also, I said, in 1 year time, what you going to be? In 5 years time, what are you going to be? So the thing applied to me. So my own marathon, Everest marathon, I call it Everest marathon, because you're going up. Each year you're going up. So as a Muslim, we always believe, we always will say, if God will, we will try to reach to the top. But of course, along the way, there are always the challenge. So ask yourself, are you going to quit, or you want to keep moving forward? But some decided to quit halfway, because it's almost reaching to the top, but they decided to quit. I think because of the support, there are no support. Or like let me share with you. I'm a volunteer for the Yellow Ribbon project, okay, community project. What we did was we meet ex-offenders. Okay, ex-offenders, when they come out from prison, they need to find a job, and when they find a job, they live happily. But something is not bad is about the family. What happens if the family is not supporting? The family always will use the same word. Because you are ex-convict, you will go back. The words that they use affected them badly, and each time when they do a small mistake, they come, for example, they have not enough salary, they bring back home, and their family thinking, instead of thinking positive, they think a bad way. Oh, you are still the same, and that make them feel very sad, and they go back again. 1 year out, they go in. 2 years out, 5 years out, go in, come back, go in. I think the support are not there. So what we did was, we talked to families, we talked to friends, the influence, we told them, do not bring back the past.
Start a new chapter.
Start a new chapter, a new book. I have a very good friend of mine, Benny, the Chef 18. He's a very good friend. We are always wherever we go, we support. He's an one. And he shared too the same thing. He said, people out there, some of them don't understand. They like to use the word. So as a community volunteer, we will help them. We will tell them, please do not use that word. Don't. The moment you come back the past, it will affect people's life and so on. Yeah, the same thing as myself as a person with disability. I put my past as a learning journey. Now I bring up everything. Yeah.
It's also like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right?
Yeah.
Come out only, I haven't even do anything. You already say I'm going to go back.
Yeah.
Then,
okay.
then the seed is planted in the mind.
Yeah. One simply is recently.
Yeah.
I love to have hair, you know. And what happened this couple of days, my daughter said, "Hey, why do you look a bit bald? So looks very nice." Okay. So what happened? I went to inside a shopping center, and the house detective was trying to follow me because of my look. So this is why I always never judge someone. Yeah, like ex-offenders. Maybe they are very clean now.
Oh, the security guard started following you?
Yeah, started follow me.
Okay.
So I'm always because I work in investigation field. I can know who follow me.
Yeah.
So I can notice, what happened for him? Then I notice, because he's doing his job.
Yeah.
Secondly, because of my look.
The bald head lah.
The bald head lah.
I want to try and figure out what brought your change from where you were to where you are now. Because obviously when you are working as a cleaner at Changi Airport, right? It's honest living for sure, but we know that the pay doesn't pay so well.
Yes.
So it must be a period of time whereby you are building on the foundation of who you are going to be in the future. And it's also, like you say, now you look back, it's a learning lesson, right? But we always know that when you are in that situation, life, the days are long sometimes, but the years are short, right?
Correct.
You look back, it's a learning lesson, it's a story. During that period of time, what is your mindset like?
Okay. This is I love this question. Okay, when I was young, I see people movement, people life. They are all very successful. Even they are able-bodied and they can achieve. So I told them I want to be like them. Okay. What happened is when I was back in Kampung, that was in 1973. People look at me without a leg. They pick up stone, they threw at me, spit at me, call all kinds of bad name. But the moment my father bought for me a prosthetic leg, that was 1975, and I saw people trying to love me back. Those people who are bad, like they come forward to me, they said, "Hey, come, let's play catching." And I noticed same yet different. The difference is that I got a leg now. So more people, more loving and so on coming into the life. Okay, then my father told me, said, always don't look for the fear. Move on with your life. Find a way to make your foundation in future. You don't know what will be happening in future. But to make your future now, you have to work for it now. Hard way, people might like you, people may not like you. You just go and work. Then when I found back my biological mother in 1980, we live in a kampung, and that is where after my school, after my PSPE examination, I was promoted to VITB. But I did not go VITB because I see my parents quite hard in life, so I decided to stop school, work as a first job as a golf caddy. Getting $12 to me is something big.
$12 a day.
A day.
Okay.
To me, I feel like $12 it's a big money. And $12, I bought something for the family. I remember I bought something. Can't remember like a keropok, whatever. Give to them, and to them they say, "Wow, you give me something," and it's a bless. And from there I started to learn what is all about money. Oh, maybe $12 is not enough. There are period time of coming. No, you need to work hard to get more. And I got a job at Changi Airport, and I've been paid $850 a month. To me, $850 work as a cleaner is something very big. And we have a voucher. That means if you don't absent, you get a $50 NTUC voucher. So that 1 month period, I have off. I come for overtime. I just work. I never think about my leg. I never think about my disability. Disabled. I just work. End of the month, I got my salary, give to my family, and so on. They are very happy. I think in the kampung, I and my brother, my step brothers are very blessed because we have no financial issue. So we work, we give money to parents, we go shopping and so on, and that is where life come up again, and that's where people were talking about CPF. CPF, right? They said when you got a CPF, you got your MediSave, you got special account, and your retirement. So something come into my mind. At that time, I'm not married, so I was telling myself that let's work hard. Every month, whenever I get my CPF, I will go and check my statement. I will go to Robinson Road, or just my check. Oh, not enough lah. Still must achieve that big money. So what I did is, sometimes I will do overtime. You just imagine, until 1982. 1982. Suddenly, someone tell me, "Hey, Sharif, you are getting older lah. Better get a family." So I said, "Okay, but where to find a wife?"
How old were you? 1982.
1982, I think was 20 something.
Okay.
Yeah. So someone tell me, "Okay, why don't I recommend you a lady, a friend of mine?" And he recommended, and glad. In May we met. In August we get engaged. In December, we got married.
So this is your colleague who matchmake you?
Yeah.
He doesn't know you have a disability?
He knows.
He knows, okay.
Yeah, but the only thing, the fear is that how I'm going to explain to my, that was early May, how I'm going to explain to this lady about my disability. I'm worried because I have a bad experience before. When I was in primary 6, I'm the only students wear long pants in the school. The rest are all wearing shorts. So girls notice me. Girls likes what? Probably I think I'm the handsome guy. I think so. So they love her. They love to play. But the moment they notice about my leg, they stay away from me. So I have a fear. The fear, what happened if this lady will be, might be doesn't like me. But the first round was very scared. I have confident myself, go out for dinner. The second round, I think, must be honest. Time to be honest, because you're going to stay long. Is this not a short? So what happened is, inside the bus, I remember, and I told her, I said, actually, I want to share a secret to you. Actually, I'm born without a left foot. And when I look at her, she was just like normal. But she tell me one thing. As a Muslim, you must obey your 5 daily prayers. The rest, forget about it. Don't worry. Okay. I was so blessed, and I'm very happy. And don't know, I think if the God will, it makes 1992. It's a blessed year. August get engaged. I say, this is my first time I got engaged. This is how the engaged, the feeling of engaged. Then December I got married. This is the feeling of getting married. Then go honeymoon, and blessed now. I'm 53 years old now, almost to 54. My wife is going to be 62 years old. We have 3 grown-up children. 2 already married, and left 1.
When your wife said that to you, you must have felt very kind of inspired also, right?
Yeah.
That she has the wisdom to say this kind of thing to you.
It's hardly to find a lady to accept a person with disability, because their mindset, first thing was said, how this guy going to fit the lady in future. But now generation, when you talk about now, it's totally different. Now I got a person with disability out from the world. I mean, from another country. They made accident. They lost their limb, but they're easy to get any kind of girlfriend they want.
Your wife is your first girlfriend also?
No, actually I got 18 girlfriend. You just
Ah.
imagine this. Just 18 girlfriend means like cat and dogs.
Yeah.
Because the moment they know about my condition, they left.
Okay.
Yes. So now, but because of this one,
Yeah.
never met, suddenly recommendation. These are the true one. Yeah.
Can we talk about the role of the 3-person in your life? Your father doesn't sound like he is very well to do, right, during those days. Does he bring home a lot of income?
Okay, let me be frank. In 1998, 1968, November 1968, I was born. My biological mother left me to my biological father. My biological mother is a Muslim from Java, and my father is Eurasian.
Okay.
So that is where we stay in a kampung separately lah. But my biological father take care of me. But I noticed he been working hard, because I know why I tell you he's been working hard. He very concerned about my leg. So he will work. He's an ex-police lah.
Okay.
Then after that he retired from the police, and he worked outside as a mechanic with the SBS. Work mechanic making cars in Hougang area, just to make sure my leg, just to save the money to get the $300 prosthetic leg. My first.
It was a big amount for him, right?
Yes, to him is a big amount. He worked hard to save money until the 1977, where if 1 week before he left, he get a fall in the kampung, and I don't know how, they got friends, they got lawyers, come to Tua Payoh Hospital, the old hospital, and I was there, and I don't know anything, and they put a will of his work, his saving. He said, this, according to the lawyer, he said, these are for me, because he worried about my future.
How many children does he have?
No children.
You are the only child.
Correct.
Okay. And he passed away from the accident?
Yes. After the 1 week.
When you were 12 years old?
No, I think I was 7 years old.
7 years old?
7 or 8 years old, yeah. Yeah, 1977. Yeah, then after that, the lawyer is well managed by the Singapore, what do they call, social welfare. And what they did was they keep the amount of money. They said, with the moment when I reach 21 years old, I'll get whatever.
So like hold in trust like that.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Do you remember, how do you feel like when your father presented you with the present, with the prosthetic leg?
Prosthetic, I was very happy, because I got my leg.
Did he tell you about it? Is it something both of you were working towards?
No, I don't know anything about
it.
Anything about it. I just went to SGH. They invite me to go to SGH. And then after that, he meet this doctor. I don't know what he talked to. Then after he tell me, I got the leg. The leg looks like a cane design, not Chinese wayang. That kind, like a cane design, like a pirate leg lah. Then I started to wear the leg, but he will drive me, go to school, come back to school. Yeah. Until 1977, the moment he passed away, life is like a ball.
You get kicked around here and there.
Yes.
Okay.
Being kicked around from one place to another, because none of the past relative do not want to take care of me because of the bad luck. They feel bad luck when taking care of a person with disability. What a person, like I have this fear again, and I always careful. Always like the recent case of the bus incident, like similar to me. I always said I have to careful myself. I always careful with people, and I always sometimes want to use the word trust, so very difficult. We might not know what the people feeling. For example, when I go to people's house, like some people like person with disability, but some doesn't like. They say that you come into my house, you bring bad luck. The fear are always there.
Although your father passed away when you were very young, right? Growing up as an adult throughout your life, right? What do you think is there a lesson that you always will associate with your father? Or when you think of your father, what's the lesson or the spirit that he taught you in your life?
Yeah, my father is the sole inspiration that I'm inspired by him. He has taught me a lot of things to move on with life. He has taught me, not to be sad. You have to be confident in yourself. Of course, when you're growing up, there's always the challenge. The similar thing I use similar to my daughter. My 3 daughters, I'm very concerned. When they are very young, I always concerned, hey, you have to careful this thing. And that's why my daughter likes to complain to me. Say, why are dad? You are very, very like disciplined, like very concerned, this thing cannot.
Yeah.
Because my father taught me that.
When your mom reappeared in 1980, right?
1980, yes, correct.
1980.
Yes.
What was it for? Do you forgive her?
Yeah, like I don't know how to say the word forgive because I don't know anything.
Okay.
Maybe I was young and yeah, just came to my life. I'm very happy. Oh yeah, okay, I got a mother. Then I start to learn what's the meaning of families.
So she started taking care of you again.
Taking care of me. At that time I was in period school lah. Like again, I go study, go so on. So he paid the government social welfare paid her every month $200 to use the money for my education and so on. Like I said, after years staying with her, I think about after 4 or 5 years, stay with her, seeing her suffering. Suffering as a human, I see her like she have to sell nasi lemak at the kampung. Then my stepfather worked as a road sweeper. Then a kind of feeling was telling me, forget about school. Why not I work? Sudden thing. Nobody taught me this thing. So suddenly came to me and I said, okay, let's find work lah. Got some money and so on.
That's when you start the caddy job?
Yeah.
Okay. And first time you got the money and all.
Yes, get $12. Wow, so big.
Growing up in the family, right, whereby it's a very humble background, to later coming out to earn money and during your low point in life, do you ever think that you wanted more in life and you will be where you are here today? Or for most of the part of your life, right, you just feel like, okay lah, I go with the flow lah. Today see how, tomorrow see how. When do you start having I want more in my life and goal setting kind of mindset and telling yourself, the voice that we talk to ourselves in our mind, right, is very important, right? The story that we tell ourselves. When do you start telling yourself good stories?
Okay, good stories come in when I was working as a cleaner at Changi Airport Terminal 1. I think with the hard work, with the thing that I want to get more higher, so I work hard until I get promoted to become a leader. So they pay me a bit. I got a pager. Wow, just imagine I got a pager. Oh, this is life side quite interesting. Okay. Then I resigned. I upgrade myself again. I said no, I want to get more salary. A kind of a hunger. This kind of hunger come into me.
You always had it in you lah.
Yeah, in me. Said no, go for further. Then the moment I National Service call me, alamak, NS call me already. I angry with the captain. Up to now, I'm very angry with the captain. Because why not? Honestly, I said, why don't you want to accept me? I can be in the army. Just because I only have one single-legged, you don't want. I think because of the safety rules and regulation.
So that means you went for the CMPB, the medical checkup. Then they say you are exempted.
Yeah, they see my body perfect, very strong.
Okay.
But just because the one single-legged. I think now the captain, I don't think so captain still alive or what. But I think the previously the captain who saw me now running on thing, he said, I should get him inside the army.
Now the rules change already.
Yeah, now the rules change.
Recently, there's an article, right?
Yeah.
About this boy with a disability.
Correct.
He want to serve and they gave him an admin,
Yes.
2 years admin job.
Yes, and if this opportunity given to me now, if the army said, Sharif, do you want to be in the army 2 years? I will accept. You know why? Because of the discipline. That is where the discipline, I think because the discipline come to me it's about during I work as a security officer. Because security officer is just similar, but you need to protect the premises. I think that is where it made me more trust. Then from there, I said, no, I want this money. I want higher. Even you pay me shorter, I said, no, enough. I still feel like higher. I want to achieve my big goals. I didn't think about getting $1 million lah, but I was thinking, because, okay, I have a nickname. Those days, people call me $6 million man.
Why? Why 6 million?
Because that time I no leg. I like to jump here, jump there.
Yeah.
So that's why there's this movie series called Steve was played by Steve, Steve can't remember. And he appeared in 1977 movie drama. They called the $6 million man. So I go to school, they put $6 million. So you just imagine the word $6 million will come to you mind. You don't know anything until now lah. Now I know what's the meaning of $6 million man. Yeah.
It sounds like you have always been. Do you feel like this inner drive that people have, right? Is it you are born with it or you can cultivate it?
I'm not really sure, but something in me lah. Okay, of course, who I mix with.
Environment, the friends very important.
Yes, I'm very choosy. I'm choosy friends after I become a Blade Runner. I started Blade Runner in the year 2009. I'm very calculative. I'm very concerned. And in the year 2015. Why? Let me share with you. Previously, I mixed with everyone. Always are the good friends. They supported me until when. But until when I become the Blade Runner 2009, there are some with a bad intention. So bad intention is to drop you and so on. So I'm very concerned, very, very friends. But that helped me to reopen myself by doing community project. By being have more confidence, and I see a lot of community, a lot of volunteers. This make me more confident level back again.
So the toxic people you politely reject.
Yes.
Out of your life.
How I did was, everyone is a friend.
Okay.
Everyone is, whether they are good or bad, just stay far away. You couldn't, unless that this person is very, very toxic, then you need to find a way to really separately. Like for me, I got friends in and out been sending me messages, said about other people's story, and I don't want to listen, so I do not want to reply. So that is me about me. Even family members, when family talks about other thing, I will just walk away. I do not want to have any subject that, because it can wash in me. I'm very worried about that.
Subconsciously, right?
Yes, I'm very worried about that.
Where were you in 2008 during the skin infection?
Oh, I was working as a, this is a very good story, man. I got a very big salary. I've been working as a construction site, as a safety officer, site security officer. Working 12 hours.
And that is also after all the upgrading, all the course that you took. Then you can become
course, yes, okay. Correct. And I was very happy that I work in the construction site. I make all the big boss tauke, all the big taukes and so on. When mixing with big people, rich people, tauke, something come to you. You can see how they make money, and you also want to make money like them. So I bought a big house. I bought a 5-room flat in Yishun.
Which is this block?
Yes, this block, block 603 in Yishun. Glad with my wife and me, we managed our loan very small, balance loan are very small that period of time. And again, I always wants to stay in another bigger step of level, the next level, but must be financial freedom. I always did have this mind, wants to be financial freedom. But there's a lot of challenge. A lot of challenge because of my job. After I was amputated, hard to find a job lah. Because of course, not say the employer do not want to accept you. Employer want to accept you. It's the only thing, the leg that you're wearing, right? For example, when I work 12 hours, I wear a prosthetic leg and stand too long, it will make me uneasy. Uneasy for me. Then it was feeling the torture on me. So what I did was, I changed my job to become an ad hoc.
Ad hoc security officer.
Ad hoc
Safety officer.
Safety and security officer.
Okay.
So I can spend maybe, when there's a project, I work. There's no project, I do my training and so on. So my leg, I feel more relaxed and so on. Yeah.
So 2008,
yeah,
you had a good job.
Correct.
Then you bought a house in Yishun.
Yes.
Then you had a skin infection.
Yes.
And so you felt like things are crushing down.
Yeah.
And that's why you went to a very low point in your life.
Yes. A low point of life came in is not because of I lost the job. It's because having the fear because I lost my leg again.
Okay.
Like I'm born without left foot. Then there's a skin infection. 5 inch of the stump been amputated. And I feel like, don't know, kind of feeling like, I think I was infected by, when I was staying in the hospital, surrounded by me person with diabetes. Their leg has been amputated.
Okay.
And they were crying, they were shouting, they want to end their life. And this surround in the room affected me badly. And I was telling my wife, I want to end my life. Yeah, because I see them sad and I so sad. But good is the good thing about the doctor. This doctor is called the late Dr. Wong Yu-Si from SGH. Smart guy. He straight away, he said, after amputation, about 2 days, he said, Shariff, you go back home. He gave me the confidence. He said, you go back home. Discharged. I went back home. I'm like a vegetable sitting on a wheelchair. Big wheelchair. Then after that, I have to tell myself, I have to make a new change. Because I'm no longer, I believe I'm no longer, I can become like what I can do. Because I'm sitting on the wheelchair without a prosthetic leg and so on. So I remember my helper bring me to NTUC. NTUC at this Khatib. Then I having this fear. She started to push me, and everybody buying things at the NTUC feel that, wow, this big wheelchair caused a big issue. You're blocking people away, and I got this fear again. So when I went back home, I said, yeah, just end my life better. End my life, that would be much better. I went to YouTube. While searching for about the word suicide, something appeared that was Oscar Pistorius. He's the world double amputee sprinter. And that immediately come up in my mind, say, I didn't know, I waste my life, I didn't know that there is a spot for person with disability. It opened my mind, say, hey, this guy can run. So instead of attempting suicide, I said, no, I want to be like him.
Then you started to explore a new leg for yourself.
Yeah, I used the old leg again. Old leg. I modified myself. I went to Yishun Stadium, limping around. So I start to run. And then I see, hey, I have confidence, can run lah. Okay. Then I went to Google, and I to search for disability sports. Then there's something came up, Singapore Disability Sports Council. I replied message to them, and I got a job. That was Ong Ah Heng. I remember the previous MP, Mr. Ong Ah Heng, come and supported me. He know I was amputated. So he come to me in my home, give me some financial aid and so on. So he told me, he said, Shariff, you can move on with your life. And yeah, he told me there's a sports and I Googled and I found. I'm very happy that I participate in the Singapore Disability Sports Council. Then in thinking of attempting suicide, already gone. Never think of those bad things, and I just run. But of course, according to the coach, it's going to be a very difficult for a person with disability, especially during a prosthetic, because to buy a prosthetic will be quite expensive, and so on. Hard for them to support. So they invite me to do javelin throw and so on. But I doesn't like this game. But I just participate for my own passion, and I just want some local goal, happy. But still, again, I want to be a runner. So I work hard for it, find a way until this lady, her name is Madam Beatrice Tan. I don't know who is she. Saw my article in the news, called me, and he said, I donate you a leg, a running leg.
A blade running leg.
A blade running leg. And I was surprised I got my leg. And I remember, I don't know who this resident in Yishun, come knocking my second door unit, handed to me Adidas running shoe.
All coming together.
All coming together. I feel like a blessed, happy, keep on running. Then I met Mr. Ong Ahing. I tell him, he was very happy. I said, I do not want to have any financial assistance. I can assist myself. That's why my first motivational talks come in. That time they asked me, Shariff, you really like to give a talk. How much will you charge? I was like
mind blown.
How much can I charge? Then I started to play Google.
Yeah.
Then I see how Pistorius is doing. Send him message, and he told me, "This is the time. Go for it."
He replied you?
Yes, he's a friend of mine. He replied.
Cool.
Yeah, say go for it.
So you found him that time. The social media not so advanced yet.
Yeah.
So
correct.
you email him.
Yes, email him, and he replied.
So you asked him for advice.
Advise him. He gave a very good advice.
So you said that now people are asking me to speak motivation.
Speech, yeah.
What should I do?
Yeah, and he gave me a very good price.
Oh, he advised you on the price.
Price, and I was serious.
Yeah, okay.
I said, serious? He giving me this price? Just imagine $1,000 for 1 hour talk. I said, who I am, man? I'm nobody, But he told me one thing. Every individual has his own story. He has done big. Until when he go in, I couldn't reply him back because lost contact and so on. Yeah, sad about his happened to him. But he's always my mentor. Yeah.
And he gave you the confidence also.
The confidence.
Yeah.
And I have to give him confidence, said that his life will be back again. It's a learning journey. Forget about the past, come back slowly and move on. So I became a motivational speaker. The word motivational and inspirational speaker, I will be confusing. How am I going to? Motivational speaker are those professional who go on stage, talk to people about business technology and so on. And this is where some of the MLM business company contacted me. But they went in there, and I'm thinking how am I going to talk? Until someone brush up me, say, Shariff, you have your own story. Don't share about other things. Share your success story. Your own life marathon. Until I have to find a way, together with my friend, we sit together. How I want to brush up my motivational talks. Want to inspire the younger generation, inspire companies, how they can achieve their goal. And this is where I came in this D.R.E.A.M. What is all about dream? Determination, resilience, and vision, attitude, mission in you to chase your dream. You have to put this dream in you to achieve your dream. And it works. Then I got my first TED Talk.
Yeah, I saw the TED Talk.
Yeah. We need to find a way how to make a joke. So I was using a TED Talk. I was carrying 2 prosthetic leg running blades. Looks like SAR-21. So I was telling the army have SAR-21 and I have my SBR. SBR stands for Singapore Blade Runner 21. Yeah, I think a lot of experience come in when they give us opportunity to talk. Okay, go there, you talk, you speak, then you learn, you brush up yourself. Of course, I'm not a well educated. I'm not a university degree. I'm just a primary 8 student. I don't have any qualify. I only have security bodyguard. You want me to qualify? I can qualify lah. But I learn from the hard way of how people talks, how people mentors. Just go up there, 45 minutes talk. Then after that, 15 minutes Q&A. But along the way, you can play some games.
Yep.
I like to play, when I give school talks, I like to play blind games. You know, those people you blindfolded, put chairs around. So when they walk, they feel, so the student can feel the meaning, what is all about obstacle.
And also the feeling of disability also.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Receiving all this kindness from different people, right? Has it inspired you to want to pay it forward also? Like the lady who donated you the blade leg, and of course emailing someone that you feel like so big, right?
Yeah.
And like getting a reply, it's also an act of kindness also.
Yes,
right? The person replying.
Yeah.
What in your philosophy now? What is giving back to other people?
I want to do giving back like by doing like community project right now. So I did previously, instead of charging school for my motivational talks, so what I did was I give a free motivational talks to schools. Then sometimes schools wants to invite me for camp projects. Of course, sometimes they pay for my transportation lah.
Yeah.
It's okay lah for me. I want to give back to community, but of course, like corporates wants me to give motivational, I have to earn something lah.
Yep.
Yes, but along the way also doing community projects like with the community, with the yellow ribbon, then running projects. Sometimes running company will ask me, events will ask you, Shariff, can you do a 10-kilometer run for this organization? I say, okay, can. Yeah, the feeling that what you receive, you get back. Yeah, the feeling of you need to give something. Yeah, because I always, as a Muslim, we always believe you will not be poor. Yeah, you will not be poor. Yeah, you will not be poor. You just keep on giving.
Money wise.
Money, pray for people, anything. You got money, you see those people who needed. If you got extra, you just give. Maybe $1, $2, $5, small dollar. When you see a person who was sitting on the street, like in Khatib, they have this uncle sitting on the wheelchair selling tissue. $1 is nothing. Just give $1. Tomorrow, God will give you $10. This is true. This is very, very true because I remember that time someone really bad need money and I totally have not enough money. So I always said, okay, never mind. I give my money. So the next day, I got something bigger. So I always believe this thing is all the work of the God. Yeah.
How do you approach your own financial planning and your philosophy towards money?
Yeah.
Because you have worked very hard and you are someone who is conscious about the concept of money, right?
Yeah.
Like how much savings do you have in the CPF, What are some of the money habits that you can pass on to the younger people? Okay,
I always tell them CPF is very, very important. Because why CPF is because with that CPF, you work, you can buy a new house. Okay, that is number one. The secondly, of course, you got the MediSave that cover you, medical benefits. And also investing. Okay, investing are very, very important. Like for me, I do investing. I always believe invest depend on what kind of invest you are doing. For me, I'm doing property invest. Buy one property, I let people stay. I just collect the rental. So I learn from my friend. My friend, all are business people. So together with my son-in-law is an international business. So he do a lot of business. So I learn from him. on how to make money, how to earn big, how to invest in a correct way. Because as a Muslim, there's a lot of some honestly, like you must know what is all about investing. Shouldn't do the wrong way. It might be affected the thing. So I have to really careful away. And I think investing property is one of the best.
So it's something that has helped you in your life also.
Yes, it helped me, and I sold off this HDB. I bought a condo.
Congratulations!
Thank you so much.
I was looking at your IG. You like it or not, I think sometimes when we upgrade our lifestyle and our environment, right, we can experience a different life.
Yes.
I saw you exercising in a pool.
Wow.
Yes.
Sure. It's something changed. The dream that what I want, it come now, the biggest dream. I got the property. Then after that, stay there, happily life. You got what you want as a gym, you got a gym. You got a pool, you got a pool. But there's always the negative part of rumors will affected you.
Yes.
Some of you will tell you why you waste your money by staying condominium. Why don't you stay normal HDB flat?
Why you want to haul in?
Why you want to show off and so on, all these things. But the intention is not to show off. The intention is I'm very happy that I have progress, and I want the younger generation to learn that in life, any kind of challenges they face, there's always a way out for them. It's your own way. Like for me, I sold this house also. I was very surprised because I sold off at $500,000 in issue. The one of the biggest price, and it started to go everywhere. Start to boom up. Wow, 5-room flat are getting more higher, and very concerned now about the money. The thing came to me, say, concern, Shariff, you have achieved your dream. Now, what happened in another year, in 1 year time? What you need to do? The money can, of course, you need to grow. So I way, follow my son-in-law. We go to overseas, we get projects and so on. Projects between Singapore and around the region. Like for me, I'm experienced in security. I still came back, even I'm officially retired from doing all this job. But sometimes companies come to me and say, Shariff, do you want to do provide close protection to VIPs? Okay. Of course, I use my experience past. Yeah, I accepted. So life is a bit of change now.
Yeah.
Because like what I said, life is like a marathon. The beginning is always the tough. But the moment you cross the finishing line, life will be changed. But of course, people now out there, everybody have their own life marathon. It's depending on how you want to achieve your game. If you want to remain the same, then forever you will still remain the same. But if you want to move on from now on. How long you going to ask for assistance? How long? Ask yourself, how long you going to ask for help if you don't help yourself?
You would never have imagined, would you have imagined where you are in life right now some years back, 10 years ago, 20 years ago?
Yeah, I was said, if I don't move on, I don't know what will be happen to me.
Okay. At the same time, right, sometimes we look at some people in society, right, they are always chasing after the next goal, and they are not able to enjoy the peace and the happiness. So after maybe when they have no car, they want a car, right? But when you want a car, you have a Toyota, you are looking at someone with the Mercedes, with the BMW.
Yeah.
Then you think that you will be happy when you get the BMW. For yourself, how do you balance with yourself between being ambitious and being contented in life?
Yes, I always have to be balanced. Okay, if you see someone, like I always have, I don't have any class 3 driving license, but I always have a dream of having a Porsche. Then something come to me, say, no, I want a Lamborghini. So what happened if I got my driving license? I think I will be bad and that I will get more and more. But something tell me always need to be humble. Then also, what are you for? For example, if you see someone have a very big thing and you want another big thing, ask yourself, is that what you want? That make you happy? But what happened, like I said, is currently in social media, there are people were talking about people chasing, they want something, they also want.
Yep.
It's about financial freedom. Okay? But what happened if you bought something without you want to loan and so on, then it will be a very difficult hard for you, because you need to go through a lot of, you need to pay this, pay that, and so on. But what happened that if you work hard, you achieve your dream, just have one dream, that you, then life will be more interesting.
I want to talk a little bit about your sporting feats.
Yeah.
What's your most challenging thing that you have done? Because you have done the Everest.
Oh, the Tenzing Gallery Everest Marathon.
And you have also done the Arctic one, is it?
Yeah. Okay, the FWD North Pole Marathon.
So which is your proudest achievement?
FWD North Pole Marathon. Why? Because when you talk about Tenzing and Everest, of course, my dream is to climb Mount Everest, 8,848. That dream started in early 2009, where a friend of us, we put an article in the news that we are calling Singaporeans to come in to take part in the Everest climb to celebrate our national 50th anniversary in 2015. But along the way, a bit tough for everyone, that including me, because especially in me, on the funding. To get a prosthetic leg, to get a special guide, all these you need a lot of money. So I decided to change my program, my dream, to run the Tenzing Gallery Everest Marathon. Another challenge that I faced was financial was a bit tough that period of time, and I have to sell T-shirt to get money. And the run wasn't a good, because I had a very good climb. I have my dream to climb up to the Everest base camp that was 5,000 plus. Wow, very happy. But the marathon didn't happen. Maybe the God telling me, this is not what you want. You want something peace, but it doesn't peace you. And feel sad that I'm very happy that I climb up to the Everest base camp. When I come down, I was the helicopter bring me down and so on. Feel sad that I didn't achieve that. There's another big issue came in when I was running the prestigious Boston Marathon. I got my qualify, and I participated the 2012 Boston Marathon. 2013 is the bombing. I was there. I was 800 meters before the ending point. I can see a explosion. That made me fear. Wanted to hang my running shoe and so on. But every time when I want to participate a marathon, it didn't finish. Maybe the fear of the ending point, yeah. So
there's a trauma.
Yeah. But life moved on until 2018, when this insurance company, FWD, sent me email asking, am I interested to take part in the FWD North Pole Marathon? I said, what? North Pole Marathon? I received that message in December 2017. So I Googled. I'm very so curious. So I started to Google. Immediately reply, yes, I'm interested. And I went for the interview after meetup and so on. And they told me the race will be held in April or May 2018. About how I'm going to do my training. Because when I see Everest, I see FWD North Pole. FWD North Pole is the biggest sponsorship ever I had. Freedom, no financial freedom. That means everything be paid. So you just do your training and just go there. So I have to find a way how to train in ice, what kind of gear, Right into North Face, I get some sponsorship. I get some money from FWD, bought some gears. So I went to what they call Snow City. Sitting at the Snow City like an idiot. Sit there. Is is this minus 35? Don't feel anything.
It's not minus 35.
It's not minus nothing. I was oh, why like
but
that?
that's the coldest place in Singapore you can find already. Yeah.
I said okay, forget about all this.
Yeah.
Immediately, I did not get any advice from anyone.
Yeah.
I do my own program. I said carry on with my daily training, but a training that I'm going to do will be held at Sentosa Island. Why not East Coast? Because East Coast Park, there's a lot of I know it's a long stretch, but there are people swimming over there hard for me. But Sentosa is a peace place where not much people. So I went to the beach there. I carry my 20 kilo of a backpack, heavy backpack. I run up down on the beach because the sand looks like similar like a snow. So after completed that, I do some gym workout. I do long distance until the day when I received my first parcel from Hong Kong. All those gears that to go for FWD press conference. So I took my first flight. When I reach in Norway, wow, this is real Okay, this is real. Okay, more confident. Then I reach Oslo, more confident. Then I reach Tromsø. I met my counterparts from different countries. 10 athletes, Hong Kong, Canada, America, Philippines, Indonesia. One Indonesian guy. He's my roommate, and I asked him. And that period of time where they were talking about rendang, crispy rendang. So I tell him, what do you bring along for your He bought rendang, dry rendang. Don't know. After he just put into the hot water, it become a real rendang. And I bought a rice cooker. I bought a rice cooker in Tromsø.
Okay.
Then we cook rice. We eat rice. We enjoy our meal because some food we can't eat. Right.
Yeah.
So every time we eat fish and chips, we eat breakfast and so on. Until the moment I took the Russian plane at Tromsø, very big Russian plane. Boom, 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 boom. Fly all the way. Said, oh, this is how the Russian plane look like. The moment you landed at North Pole. Wow. Took some video. Happy. Then after that, had a short briefing. Take Russian Chinook. We are going to, all of us inside the plane, inside the helicopter to look for the North Pole. So we went around, we finally found the North Pole, we plugged our flag there, took photos. Immediately go back, there's no rest because the sunrise in North Pole, there is no night. It's 24 hours day. So immediately change and go for the run. The moment I crossed that finishing line, I bow down. Thanks to the creator, thanks to FWD North Pole, that this is my biggest dream. Yeah.
So the full race, because obviously the training is inadequate, right? Whatever you did in Singapore couldn't have prepared you for the real thing.
Yeah.
At the race.
Yes.
How do you feel like during the race? Were you very pumped up, or do you feel like, wow,
yeah,
alamak, why did I sign up for this?
Yeah, it all came out to me.
Yeah.
And especially when we were 2 weeks over there, and the race supposed to start 1 week, but because of the delay on the runaway, so we have to delay, and they pay us some money, shouldn't pay us. And it's a very good thing because for that period of time, I do some extra training, and I found my running shoe didn't fit well because of the snow, because we never experienced this.
Yes.
So I bought some shoe from there that really protect my one leg. Forget about the prosthetic leg. But there's another issue on the prosthetic leg. The new leg is that I think I didn't know about the snow. Every time when I put my prosthetic leg into the snow, it will go down. It will sink in. So that I didn't prepare. I should prepare something like wearing a shoe instead of wearing a blade. This is something, a new experience we learn, but it's too late. So no choice, have to put it. And my category, my bib number is number 1, and category is supposed to run the 42.195. We need to make one whole round. But before the race start, I met the race organizer, Richard, and I was telling him it will be a very difficult situation. For me, it's okay. I still can carry on with the full marathon, but it will make a very big for people, volunteers, to wait for me. It will take hours and hours. They will be very cold, and of course there are bears and so on.
Yeah.
So I decided to tell the organizer, said, why don't I do the half marathon?
Yeah.
So I took part in the half marathon, did my round, and I'm the only guy who did the half marathon with one Japanese lady. It's a friend of mine. She did the first half also. So we completed. We are happy. Yeah.
Great. Very inspiring story. How do you approach your social media, personal branding, and activities on social media? Because for you, obviously, since 2008, right?
Yeah.
2009, you started Blade running.
Yeah.
And it's also about the time whereby social media started to come
Yes.
in. Facebook, YouTube, all this. What has been your approach towards personal branding?
At first, I have some friends who are running community friends. They help me to build up the Facebook lah. The 6-month Facebook in 2009 kena virus lah. First time kena virus lah.
Kena hack.
Kena hack lah.
Okay.
So we changed the name to Singapore Blade Runner. Then after that, the Facebook contacted me, say I couldn't use the word Singapore Blade Runner.
Why?
Because they said the name doesn't because they need a new real name.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I put my name as Mohammad MD.
Yeah.
Shariff Abdullah.
Yeah.
And I lost some of my friends' contact because they don't know who is Mohammad Shariff Abdullah. And I opened up fan page called Singapore Blade Runner. That's where I learned, this is all about. But how to create the branding. Because my friend can't teach me for long because they got their own thing to do, right? So I posted all pictures. I have posted my running. So I got a lot of friends. Depending on see what kind of post I be posting, I learn. If you talk as a Muslim, of course I got a lot of Muslim friends. I have to be less talking about religious things. But sometimes I attended religious things. I put my photo on it, and people support like. So I have to balance in promoting things. Sometimes friends will tell me, "Hey, can you please promote me my cup of drink?"
People want to leverage on your on your audience, right?
Yeah. So, but I have to see what kind of things that I'm dealing with. This is something new that I'm learning. I do not want to mention, but I did something, and I got feedback from friends. I said, shouldn't post that. You are an athlete. You should be an athlete. Commented by supporters, and I said, okay, I'm not a salesman. So I shouldn't do that.
So like a association or promoting a product.
Okay. So I stopped doing that, and even some friends asked me, "Hey, can you please promote this?" I said, "No, not."
Actually, if the product is relevant, why not?
But to people, they always look at me. What kind of products that you are doing?
Depends on the product lah.
Depending on the product. Yeah. If that product deals with sports products,
isotonic drink, sports brand,
they're related to sports, but not related to health matters. Health matters they don't want. Dealing with sports, promoting sports events, they like.
Yep.
People start to like you. They share. I saw the word share. A lot of people shares and so on. But if you put something that doesn't fit you, it will not. Yeah, you will lose your audience. Then secondly, I learned those days I have emo. Emo comes from bad company lah. Like I said before.
Emo is emotions.
Emotion.
Okay.
Emotion. Sometimes when you see people kena sad, you also want to become sad also lah. Not about sympathy, but you also affected, no?
Yep.
Then started to lose friends. Then I learned something shouldn't be that. What you need to do, share every morning what you do. Do your running, talk something positive, motivate others, give them hopes and so on. So sometimes I post my photo of my running. Then I at times I balance. I posted photos of my family, enjoy.
So focus on your own positive things you want to put out.
Positive. So let people see everything in positive. How a person with disability can move on with life, even he is without a limb.
What's lifelong learning to you?
Yeah, a lot of learning is quite experience. Happy, yeah.
By experience.
Yeah, by experience, yes.
Last question. What are your plans for the future? So having gotten to where you are right now, right? Where do you see yourself in the next, like how you always ask your students, right? 1 year, 5 year, 10 year.
I want to be more successful. Successful means there are few things. Okay. What are my big goals? I want to participate in marathons again. Marathons that which I didn't go. I want to participate that, but also financial. I want to be more freedom, more money. The more money coming is not because you want to be rich or what, because you want to help people.
You can do good with money.
Yes,
it's just a multiplier of
correct.
your intentions.
Yes, intention. I have this dream. I want to help people. As much or long I can help, I can help. If I have, I will help. Yeah, that is the intention that I want to do. But of course, there are companies who still believe in me, and they contacted me. They want to sponsors. Sometimes some company they said, Sharif, I want to sponsor you $1,000, cash $1,000 for your training or things. You do what you want. So every time I always believe in thankful. This is the word that most athlete doesn't know. As an professional athlete and a motivational speaker, I always tell them, if someone give you something, be thankful. Put in the social media that I am blessed today. I've been sponsored by this company. So people will feel happy. No, it's not the word that they want the word thank you. It's not. But they will feel, oh, you remember them.
Appreciated.
Yes. This is the thing that people forget. The moment they got something, they forget about the person who are below behind the stage are helping you. So these are we are very, very. I'm very concerned about this. So I always tell them, and before I think I need to share with you. I always, before you go to bed, make sure that you sleep with a clean heart.
How do you sleep with a clean heart?
Clean heart, that means speak to God. Forgive those who hurts you, who talk to you, who bear rumors. Forget about them, never mind. Forgive, it's their own world. It's their own mouth. You forget, you sleep. But tomorrow morning, the moment you wake up in the morning, immediately wake up, set your intention. Set your intention, pray to God, your own God. And if everybody have their own God, speak to God. I want to have this. I want to achieve this. Then along the way, you need to work. You can't just pray, but you never do. Cannot. You need to work hard. But along the way, there's a lot of challenge. Accept the challenge. Learn from failure. Don't quit. Keep on going. Slow and easy. And the moment you reach your target, that is where your big achievement is.
So every day you would start the day right and you will end the day right as well.
Yes.
Then in the middle, you just leave it to God and you work hard.
Yeah, just leave it to God. Work hard and everything. Like today, I was telling myself, your appointment with you at 10.
Yes.
But I come early. I went morning, I go and run with the Gorogas. I said I'm coming to Yishun. So I said, okay, let me wake up in the morning. My bedtime I am very strict in my sleeping routine.
Discipline.
Discipline by 9 o'clock you make sure I go to bed. Don't send me message 9:30 or what, I'm not going to respond. But in the morning 5 I will wake up. 5 I do my prayer. After that, then I'll go for my run.
So you get a solid 8 hours of rest.
Yes.
Then every morning you go for your training.
Yes.
Then you start your day, right?
Then start my day, peace of mind, enjoy your day. Life is beautiful. I learned something. Everybody have challenge in life. We are sitting inside the box of darkness. Okay? You need to break that box. But the moment you break that box of darkness, you see the beautiful world. This is where we are now.
Do you have anything else to add?
Anything to help is just want to mention our younger generation.
Yep.
I see myself, the younger generation are doing very well now. The seniors are helping them achieve their goal. Okay, of course, there are this type of world that we are staying in. A lot of challenge we come in, but do something for your family and remember, younger generation, please take care of your family. Whenever you grown up, you have achieved. Don't leave your father, your parents, one side. Stay on. You will get blessed from them.
Thank you, Mr. Shariff. I think it's an honor, to be here, to have you here today. I'm very, very inspired, and I wish you all the very best in your health, in pursuit of your ambition, your sporting feats and all. I ever did 2 marathons in my life.
Okay.
The Sundown Marathon.
Oh, okay. Well, that's beautiful.
I did the Sundown Marathon, I would say, at the peak of my personal fitness. Because there was a time I was in army. And just by my army training, I was able to, do... Army every year, they have the half marathon, right?
Yeah.
You participated recently also, the
Yes.
army marathon, right?
Yeah.
And then I decided I can do a full marathon. My first marathon, on the way, right, I was thinking to myself, alamak, what the hell, man? Pay money and suffer, and all. By the 30-kilometer mark, right, wow, really, I cannot really. Because it was the first time, for me, and also the training, I lacked the training also.
Yeah.
I thought that, you can do half marathon, you can push a bit, Because I did a half marathon quite comfortably.
Yeah.
Under 2 hours. 1 hour 58, I finished my
amazing.
half marathon. Yeah, that was when I was very fit. So I thought, so I also lacked the training also. But it's inspiring. To do marathon, to do a full marathon is inspiring. And to go to base camp, these are things that even people with no disability, right, don't even think about. Maybe one last thing. What's your message for people with disability in Singapore?
Okay.
Yeah.
Move on. Because I want them to move on with life. Like I said, they have their own marathons, their life journey. You can't remain the same. You need to move on. You need to make your dreams come true. And if you found that it's a hard way, find a solution. Every problem, there's always a solution. Talk to someone, and people will achieve together your dreams go up. So don't fear the word FERAR in you. Throw that fear. Live happily in life. Have confidence. We are always same, yet different. The difference is that they are able-bodied. We are special. But we live together happily.
Great. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming down. I wish you all the best. And thank you for inspiring us. And I look forward to chatting with you again.
Yes, thank you so much for the invitation. It was amazing coming back the memories of 603.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Shariff. Thank you.
Thank you.